So good afternoon, everybody. It is really my pleasure and honor to be here. I really see the change, transformation of Hong Kong Insurance Authority. I've been involved in this activity or this kind of event for a long period of time, and at least 10 years, we have been waiting for new authority in Hong Kong here. And naturally here, I can see clearly the touch and feeling that you have changed. You have totally changed, and this is a manifestation. And Moses and Clement and all colleagues from Insurance Authority Hong Kong, I really congratulate you on this transformation. Moses, you mentioned this authority is now not only regulate, but also not only regulate and protect policyholders, but also help develop the market and also consumer education. And this is really manifestation of that huge transformation to keep this three mandate in reality. So I really congratulate and big hand from outside of the country. This March, after 28 years, I've returned to my home country, Japan. And since then, every time when I meet people, people say to me, Yoshi, you get young. You get younger every day. I don't know why, but I'm extremely happy to be back to Asia, Japan. And one of the big advantages coming back to Japan is naturally proximity to Hong Kong. Lovely town, very lively, beautiful town. I could come every day. It's only take a few hours to fly in here. And another big advantage of coming back to Asia after so many years, 28 years, is to see Asia very clearly and objectively. This morning, we discussed golden age of insurance, Jonathan mentioned, and Gordon mentioned golden age of Asia. It's really, I feel, this is a golden age of Asia and insurance. And what I want to say today is we have to seize these opportunities and realize these potentials. And my key message is unity in diversity. We should find a unity in diversity in Asia. So I will introduce briefly our character of Asian insurance market at the beginning and point out huge opportunities in Asia and just make a few proposals to make it happen. And final concrete or sort of message is unity in diversity. So character of Asia, we have discussed this morning, promising market. It's a huge promising market. Currently, 1/3 of global market is from Asia, but its fastest developing market in emerging Asia in particular, much faster than other developed markets around the world. And we should not forget, in a few years' time, in the very near future, Asia is the leading market in the world. So it's a huge opportunity. And in addition, as we discussed to some extent this morning, Asia had made enormous progress in application of new technology, fintech, insurtech, so-called artificial intelligence, blockchains, and so on. So Asia is definitely a focus of many insurance companies seeking opportunities in Asia, promising market. Second, Asia is very much diversified market. Hong Kong is very sophisticated market, and some other markets are very sophisticated markets, but also others are very initial stage of emerging market. And some country like China, it's a mixture of emerging and developed markets. So Asia is very much diversified market, which is very different from, for example, Europe and other continents. Third, west to east. Historically speaking, insurance were from west. Insurance were imported from Europe and other parts of the world. And Asians still maintain this mentality that we follow what happened in outside of Asia. This is a fact. And fourth, limited cooperation. In comparison with other regions, for example, Europe, for example, US, for example, Latin America, cooperation among players, market players, regulators, or academia within Asia is limited, far less active than other regions in the world. When we compare with other financial sectors' activity in Asia, this is also obvious. Banking sector have much more close cooperation between Asian players, regulators. Central bankers, the same. They have very solid organization in Asia, and they discuss together, but not insurance. So those characters also lead to opportunities of this market and us in Asia. So just I would like to point out few opportunities. So first, from Asia to the world, and then better cooperation and focused area of activities. So what does it mean, from Asia to the world? We should not forget, all of us here, Asian players and Asian companies, regulators, and so on. In the near future, in the very near future, we are the leading market in the world. So now it's over that we follow what happened outside of Asia. We should not only use outside of Asia as a reference point or benchmark. People are waiting for Asia. Asia should take more initiative. Asia should take a lead. Asia have to speak out from Asia to the world, not the other way around. We have to change our mindset. This is critical, and this is the time that we have to change our mindset. Market is looking forward to prosperous Asia, working with Asia and make it prosperous. They are expecting, they are believing Asian potential. An Asian initiative, Asian take a lead, is definitely a moment. We should speak out. We should make a clear proposal and speak out. And that's a critical important at this time of the moment. Not only regulators, not only industry, not only academics, all together in this room, and Asian players have to speak out and take initiative. This is the moment. First issue that I want to stress is better cooperation. Single country's voice, single institution's voice is important, but if we work together, Asian countries work together, multiple jurisdictions, multiple entities work together, we have a better, strong voice. And we have a better idea, so we should work and we should collaborate. And one practical suggestion, we need a platform. We need a platform where Asian players, regulators, industry players, academia discuss together. We need a platform. And also we need somebody to take initiative. We need some leaders to take initiative to coordinate Asian activities. And of course, others should actively take part in, share ownership, and work together. So we need something that we discuss together, coordinate together, and work together. And we need to focus. We need to focus when we work together, particularly, and speak out from Asia to the world. And also we discussed this issue in this morning. One issue is high-tech area, InsurTech or FinTech area. Asia has a huge advancement in this area application of these technologies. And huge opportunities and market is emerging and creating in this area. High technology is the area that Asian can focus more. Natural disaster is another area that, as you know, Asians are very much exposed to natural disaster, hurricane, earthquake, flood, to name a few. And those issues is shared by Asian players. So not only discussed in a single jurisdiction or single entity, but we have to work together and to find a solution. Aging society, naturally not only Hong Kong, my own country, Japan, Korea, Taiwan, China, many Asian countries face the same challenge. We have to work together and we have to jointly find a solution. Protection gap. Protection gap we discussed this morning. It's a gap between uninsured loss and insured loss. When hurricane hit Indonesia, Philippines, it's a huge human cost, social cost, but it's not protected by insurance. We, insurance market, industry, have to do something to fill in this gap. Protection gap is very important subject. But this is, again, not only for regulators or government can take initiative, but industry, academia, all work together. So this cooperation, coordination in those key areas is a huge opportunities, create huge opportunity and challenge for Asia, for all of us in this room. So what we should do, how we seize these opportunities, and I have few proposals, very concrete proposals. And first of all, we have to create this platform. There are three issues that I want to stress. AFIA, now this is a right moment to stress the importance of our AFIA. AFIA is an Asian Forum of Insurance Regulators. This is a platform that Asian regulators sit together and discuss common theme. And just briefly, history of AFIA. AFIA was established 2006 during the IEIS triennial meeting in Beijing, China, and where Asian regulators sit and discuss under the initiative of CRC at that time, Chinese Insurance Regulatory Commission. And we decided to create Asian forum where regulators frankly discuss and exchange views. And since 2006, every year, Asian regulators meet and discuss on some topical issues. And 2014 is one important change or reinforcement of Asia. China decided to take chairmanship and secretariat, and they promote Asian coordination more. And this year is again, it's a huge development of AFIA. Now your authority, insurance authority, decided to take a lead. So chairman secretariat is provided by insurance authority. And when I see this short history, I really feel this is very similar to what IES was in the initial stage. It's a huge potential. It's very, how do you say, feel it. There's a really big potential. Asia have to be united. Asian regulators should create some forum to share their views and care and culture, create a culture of common culture. And AFIA is a huge potential and opportunity as IES had at the initial stage. So we should really focus on this reinforcement of AFIA, regulators platform. This is a foundation as IES demonstrate under the Jonathan's initiative. Now, thanks to the IEIS, global insurance regulatory body, and also market is soundly developed. So AFIA can be the same foundation for Asian market. I also introduced this guide, Global Asia Insurance Partnership. This is a different partnership, but we can create a synergy with AFIA. GAIP is initiated by Monetary Authority of Singapore and also supported by insurance regulators and industry players as well as academia. So the unique character of this GAIP is a partnership between regulators, industry, as well as academia. Why it's important, this partnership? One good example is artificial intelligence. There's a huge technological development or intellectual development of data science and so on in academic area. And there's a huge shortage of supply of experts, mankind, talent in this area. So there is an academia's area, industry, and regulators naturally have to understand what's going on in the machine, AI. We have to share the common goal, and we have to work together, academia, industry, and regulator. The same applies to other areas like natural disaster, or same applies to aging society, and so on. So now it's time that not only industry, not only regulator, not only academia, not only one part of the sector should discuss, but we should discuss commonly. So this GAIP is take initiative, and this is very important platform that Asian regulators, industry, and academia discuss together. And I just suggest the key important foundation of Asia is naturally regulators body like AFIA, and we share the complementary function. AFIA is regulatory foundation, and in addition, we need a platform where regulators, industry, as well as academia discuss together. So complementary function of AFIA and GAIP is extremely strong. So we have to find a way that two bodies work together and create a platform and create expertise, create a voice of Asia vis-a-vis outside of Asia, which is missing now. I chose this word, unity in diversity. This is not fragmentation. This is not uniformity. As I said, Asia here, we are very much diversified market. From the emerging market, initial stage, to hugely sophisticated market. But beauty of Asia is unity in diversity. Because we are diversified market, we need unity. We have to work together. We have to find a solution on common concerns, common interests. And this unity in diversity is naturally very important to have a strong voice from Asia to the world. And also this unity in diversity create a momentum that also helps that global unity in diversity. 15 years, my experience, or 20 years in IEIS, I always encourage Asian voice, and Jonathan does the same. But still, I will confess, maybe Jonathan cannot say that, but now I'm sort of, step down, and I will confess, many issues are often, almost always, mainly discussed Europe and US. We should not forget, you should not forget, here is the leading market around the world. You have to raise voice. You have to say something. You have to speak out. You have to take initiative. You have to take leadership. So now it's moment. I really feel that we have to, and in order to make this happen, we have to be more corporate, we have to more united, industry, academia, and regulators have to work together and to create a big voice, very elaborated big voice from Asia to the world. So unity, global unity in diversity is also very much foundation for the global prosperity. And now we have to start from Asia. Unity in diversity from Asia will naturally contribute unity, global unity in diversity. So thank you very much for your attention.